What are the most reliable Zodiac killer theories? Imagine a puzzle with missing pieces, a mystery that has haunted investigators for over 50 years. The Zodiac killer case is one of the most puzzling true crime stories ever. It all started in California in the late 1960s and early 1970s, with a series of brutal murders and cryptic messages sent to newspapers and police. The killer's identity has remained a secret, fueling countless theories and debates. The core idea behind the most reliable theories is that one person was responsible for all the known attacks and the coded letters. Evidence suggests that the killer was consistent in his methods, style, and communication. For example, the Zodiac often sent ciphers and taunting letters, claiming responsibility and challenging authorities. Forensic analysis of these letters has linked some of the communications to the crime scenes, supporting the idea of a single perpetrator. One of the most talked about suspects is Gary Francis Post, a man who has since passed away. A group called the Casebreakers claims they found circumstantial evidence linking Post to the crimes. They point to matching scars seen in police sketches, alleged DNA connections to victims, and links to the crime scenes. Their approach involves modern forensic techniques, trying to find a smoking gun that ties Post directly to the murders. Another prominent suspect is Arthur Lee Allen, a former school teacher and convicted sex offender. During the original investigation, authorities officially named him as a suspect. He owned similar weapons and had suspicious behavior, but no concrete forensic evidence ever proved his guilt. Some believe the case is too complex for one person alone. Earl Van Best Jr. is another suspect proposed by his son, Gary Stewart. This theory hinges on circumstantial clues like matching scars and Van Best's name hidden in one of the Zodiac ciphers. However, it lacks strong forensic backing and is often considered speculative. There is also a theory called the Zodiac hoax, suggesting the killer might never have existed. Some believe the letters and ciphers were a hoax, possibly created by law enforcement or others to mislead the public. But most experts dismiss this because it does not explain the murders themselves and relies heavily on speculation. These theories make for compelling stories. They paint a picture of a mysterious, clever killer who taunted authorities with puzzles. The idea of a shadowy figure hiding in plain sight keeps people guessing even decades later. Forensic science, psychological profiling, and cryptography all play roles in these stories. They create a narrative filled with suspense and intrigue, much like a crime movie. In the end, the most credible theories point to one person, most likely Gary Francis Post or Arthur Lee Allen, being responsible for the crimes and communications. Other ideas, like the hoax or Earl Van Best Jr., are less supported by evidence. These theories continue to fuel fascination and inspire documentaries and stories about the case.